Workout started. GPS on. Steady 6 kilometers at 8 minutes per kilometer. Go.
Hello. Training the dog. Somebody I know has a young collie, and he's a busy man, so he was looking into how much it would cost to house train, or at least train a dog. It's something like $1,500. You give them the dog for
3 months.
Something like that, yeah. And they train it to be a good dog, to behave. It's like boarding school for dogs.
They feed it that way.
Yeah. But they probably take the dog out in groups. And, yep. Probably a good idea. A lot of times when dogs misbehave, it's because they get excited by other dogs or runners. She pressed the light. She had a very Japanese-looking face, maybe Korean. Big moon face. The old moon face. Hello. It occurred to me once when I was thinking about doing a business from home was to target a neighborhood with flyers and then leave your web address, and if they were interested they would contact you, but that would limit the amount of driving you had to do, because the only people who would know about it were the ones that you targeted. So you use the internet.
They do that by Canada Post.
What?
You can target your
Postal
commercial mail.
Postal code?
Postal codes.
Uh-huh. So if it doesn't bring in everybody in the whole internet world, just because it's there doesn't mean you're going to get an order from Korea. You're only going to get orders from people.
If you're any good, they might tell somebody, but
Yeah,
unless
that's
it was
true.
something that they really want.
Word of mouth.
Then
I was thinking of like the wood guy. He could target a neighborhood if he didn't want to do too much driving.
He's in Souk already, so you can just deliver to Souk.
Yeah.
A lot of them, when I look, that's who they deliver to, Souk. And some of them to the Highlands. But they're not coming into Saanich.
There is a big sawmill around there.
Well, and there's lots of people using wood. They want to come for one trip.
Yeah. So we got past that thing for 10 minutes. It's a little easier to run quicker when it's cold.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep warm.
I'm already feeling sweat build up. That could be my porridge.
No, you don't.
Yeah, probably the porridge. So I better look out for Grandma, Mama G.
White Brava. She lives in the downstairs.
Yeah, I believe so, yeah, because he used to have an elevator inside the house to go upstairs in his wheelchair.
Uh-huh.
Oh, somebody was sick. Hello. Hi. Hi, dogs. Hi.
there. And so that's super fun. And, very simple.
So this little section here, this is the one I was talking to you about, my friend Robin and his power chair. He looked at the video and said he didn't think he could, he said he probably could get through there. But what he said was, it looks a little muddy.
It is.
Well, sort of.
It is after it rains first.
I know. But what I then thought was, because he uses his wheelchair indoors when he goes to visit Al and people like that, one of the other things they're paranoid about is leaving muddy trails everywhere.
Well, sure.
I mean, he can't clean his wheelchair.
Exactly. So he's creating work for somebody who also has difficulty.
Yeah. But, that's why they like going on the bus. That's why they like using the sidewalk. I mean, technically, he could go through there if he went up on the side of it. But he doesn't want to get muddy. So I suggested if he wanted to come out and wheel beside me when I was jogging, we could do that at Lambrick. Because that trail is always pretty good.
Where does he live?
Well, he lives downtown, but he's one of Al's buddies for carving. So every once or twice a week he comes this way on the bus and goes and spends the day with Al. But, yeah, it's no big deal.
He just wants air. Probably the same thing for exercise.
That's right. No, he said that,
It's all the way up here now.
yep, they put the, what's it called? Split
Fence.
fencing, split wood fencing. All the,
Pretty.
yeah, rustic poles.
It is nailed.
It's nailed on?
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't want people saying, oh, that's a nice piece of firewood.
Forward. Yeah, just have to bring the chainsaw.
Yeah, it's all nice and clean and aged.
It's straight.
Well, beautiful say left, good for them. It does say dog park there.
Well, maybe that's what it's going to be.
Yeah. Courtesy matters, it says dog park.
You could let them off the leash legally.
Yeah, well, they're allowed off the leash here as well, on these trails.
Yeah, but they might change that.
Yeah, they might do. That's true. They might suddenly impose more restrictions on the general trails. I know they don't like don't allow bicycles on these trails. So we did see bicycle tracks last week. Hello. Hello, dog. Hi.
No.
Yeah. She wants to run with us. So that was one of the trails we went up the other day. Harrop Trail going up. I think the little dog is trying to catch us. Well, she's right behind him, Alistair. Maybe she's doing intervals and Alistair doesn't want to do intervals. Hold my sunglasses for me, for you. Yeah, Alistair wants to run with us.
She's waiting, right?
No, she's got him on a leash now because he's crossing the street. I could offer if he wants.
No.
She might be our pace, who knows?
She wants to run at the end.
Uh-oh. I always feel kind of guilty if I draw the dog away. But it was on a leash just now. Unless she released it when she crossed the street. Release the hound. I have my point and shoot camera today, so I might take a nice picture. Eh?
Of the dog?
No. I'll probably see another thing that I want to take a picture of. I just need one picture, basically. Hello, runner behind.
Thank you, thank you.
She's going quick.
Young one.
She's a young'un. So we have a noisy street on the right-hand side of us. Whoop. Zone 4. Hi.
31 seconds ahead. Zone 3.
I think that might be the same one as last time. The same bike track. Whoop. Hello. Hi.
37 seconds ahead. Time 20 minutes. Distance 2.58 kilometers. Average heart rate 133. Workout average pace 7 minutes 46 seconds per kilometer. Time for hydration.
Yeah, we're still below 8 minutes. 7 minutes 43 per kilometer. Yeah, we'll slow down a little bit. No, but I did hear a zone 4.
Zone 2.
Yep. But it went right down to zone 2. Just in those few seconds.
42 seconds ahead.
Hello. Hi. Zone 3, come on. You know, I stopped to take a picture of that little growth on the tree there. We have some of that growing in our yard. You know that piece of wood under the bench at the back?
Yeah.
There's some growing on that. And there's also some growing on the stump
Yeah, that's how you know.
by Elizabeth's place. I think that only grows on mature dead wood. Were you looking for your glasses?
Yeah, because I don't think I would have been so close to those.
Yeah, well,
I just because I haven't looked at
Auto pause.
there's another place that
Workout resumed.
springs to mind. I do have the auto pause activated, so if we stop completely, everything will be put on hold until we move again. All except my voice recorder that keeps chugging along unless I press pause.
Come take this bench over me.
So it gets a little quieter here.
Have reaching home.
We're halfway to the 6 kilometer mark, so 3 kilometers done.
3. 12 seconds ahead.
Still ahead of the pace. 8-minute pace is ideal for Norma and me, Norma and I. Yep, you go ahead. I heard a zone 4. Her heart is healthier than mine. She has more powerful leg muscles, so she can work those muscles more. I have to work my heart more because my legs are weak.
Come take these guns over me. I can shoot
4 seconds ahead.
4 seconds ahead.
Distance 3.12 kilometers. Average heart rate 139. Workout average pace 7 minutes 58 seconds per kilometer.
But that's still just ahead of 8-minute pace. Now we have a good downhill section coming up. Hello.
Hello.
There's your pickleball people. You see the different woman today. Oh, I see what you mean. He's a pickleball player. She's not. What's his name? Ari?
Harry, he's finished.
And now we cross Cordova Bay Road. One more time. Okay. Safe. Now we have Norma's favorite section, the downhill. My legs feel pretty good today. No pain. My legs feel pretty good today. So we'll have to see if they use the dog park pretty soon.
Zone 2.
Definitely had the dog park sign on it.
We have to put in the disposal thing.
Oh yeah, the dispenser for the bags,
Yeah.
plus a trash can.
Yeah.
46 seconds ahead.
It would be good if they did that at Glendenning, because up till quite recently there was a guy who used to empty the can and he put it way up in the trail, about 500 meters from the Glendenning parking, but Saanich weren't prepared to empty it. They could move it closer to the trailhead. Then it would be...
Who can carry it that far?
Yeah, it's just that his dog probably likes to poop round about there, so he put the bin there. No. The cars are waiting for drivers. So now we run a nice little scenic section
111 seconds ahead.
by the creek. We're back to 1 minute 11 ahead from that little downhill section. But I've noticed, depending on what sort of cues I get from the girl, sometimes I run faster because I don't get as many cues. Could mean that my heart's a little calmer as well, because I definitely heard zone changes.
Average heart rate 134. Workout average pace 7 minutes 38 seconds per kilometer. Zone 4.
Zone 4 by this huge tree. I will catch up with her shortly when I put my camera away and I can start running again. It goes in a little clamshell camera case which fits very snugly in the bottle holder for my fanny pack.
Zone 3. One minute 31 seconds ahead.
There's our woman friend. Hello again.
The bench lady?
Yep, that's the bench lady.
Zone
We
4.
are all creatures of habit. A human trait. This time last year I took a picture of Endor. She was at her bowl looking up at me. I forgot to feed her.
Well,
And she was looking like, where's my supper? Where's my supper? I've had people stop. They see that I'm waiting for them and they stop.
that's it.
They're very courteous here. Yep. I was reading about an 87-year-old man who ran a marathon in Antarctica. Yeah, he's from Edmonton. I must confess I didn't read the whole article, but you know, just to be 87 and run a marathon, even if he did it in Edmonton in the spring, it would still be noteworthy. He probably spent thousands of dollars to run that marathon in Antarctica.
Yeah, that might be the last thing he does.
Well, he said he wanted to run a marathon on every continent, so at least he's limiting it to 6.
1 minute 13 seconds ahead.
North America, South America,
Europe, Asia,
Africa,
Africa, India,
Antarctica.
and Antarctica. That should be 6. I know there are 5 continents, but there are people who've tried to do things like that, run in every state or run in every country in the world.
Just to give themselves motivation.
Yeah,
You want to do 100 or 600 minutes a week, that's your motivation.
yeah, my motivation is 600 minutes a week until I die, basically. Hopefully not during my 600 minutes. Could happen. Could happen. But it would say like, this is the way he would have liked to have died. You know, it's one of those euphemisms, one of those...
Zone 1.
Well, he died doing what he loved.
Yeah, exactly.
Why not?
He was eaten by a cougar on Mount Doug Park. Yeah. Anyway. So that man, the Edmonton man, to finish his story off, halfway through it he said he didn't think he was going to be able to finish it. But then he didn't give himself any time limits. He did it in 11 hours, 45 minutes, which is... He must have stopped for an hour or so.
Did anybody accompany him?
I think it was an event. They just kept the gate open for him at the end. They were waiting for him to finish. The other competitors were probably back in their warm cabins in the hot tub drinking gin. But 11 hours,
Zone 1.
I mean, a 6-hour marathon, you can't walk a 6-hour marathon, you have to do some running, but he did almost double, a 12-hour marathon.
5 seconds ahead. Time 35 minutes. Distance 4.45
Yeah.
kilometers. Average heart rate 128. Workout average pace 7 minutes 52 seconds per kilometer.
But he looked in good shape. He was lean, he was tall, he had good form from the picture anyway.
Zone 2.
Got to push on a little bit. We're still ahead of our game, fractionally, I believe. I'm going to wait till she tells me zone 4 again. I mean, I'm going to run until she tells me to slow down. So we got to look out for that wood guy in case he's in his yard. He does have a dog, so quite often he comes outside for a cigarette and watches his dog. One day his dog came after me. Not in an aggressive way, but, you know, playful. He wanted to jump around.
20 seconds ahead.
He saw me jogging, so he thought, a jump partner. Let's jump around with him.
Zone 4.
Oh. Down 4. I was musing that how your legs are stronger than mine because you do much more squats and Pilates that strengthens your muscles. I don't do very much strength training at all on my legs. You'd think with all the running, but I don't use very much strength to run.
You have to do lunges
Lunges.
and holding on to something, one-legged squats.
Well, there's always that one that amuses me when you see them in the gym with heavy dumbbells doing that, the big stride.
That's not farmer's walk.
12 seconds ahead.
What?
Farmer's walk.
Time
Oh.
25 minutes. Distance 5.65 kilometers. Average heart rate 130. Workout average pace 7 minutes 58 seconds per kilometer.
Farmer's walk, yeah. When I go to the gym again, I might start doing a few of those things.
Don't get too heavy. It's better to do.
Would I be better off doing a leg press or a farmer's walk?
Farmer's walk engages more muscles.
That's true. And it's more akin to
Functional fitness.
functional, yeah. I mean, if I wanted to boost just that one muscle,
And we do it like that, and then we do ones where we lift the knees,
uh-huh.
and then we try and do it with our eyes shut. That's almost impossible.
Wow.
Because you can balance those weights. I can anyway if I'm looking. When I close my eyes, one tends to take over.
Yeah. But, yeah, I think I might start doing the old farmer's walk. I used to think of it like
But you only do it for
a man carrying two heavy
minutes.
suitcases
Yeah, but it's
up and down the gym.
the milk cans
Or the
Hog
kettlebells. The kettleballs or whatever they call those things.
or the
Kettle drums? No. Kettlebells. They're like cowbells. See, look, he's got Montreal Canadiens paraphernalia and that Brazilian flag. Plus all that lovely wood. Yeah, above the goalposts. Yeah, no, Brazilian. Similar, I think there's yellow in both of them. The green people and the orange people and the black people. Blick. Hi. Those two look like sisters. I've seen the one with the dog often. But I guess this time of the year, a lot of families get together. You see people from different provinces visiting their relatives. Get away from the cold for a little while. One of my friends in Toronto was commenting on my leaf raking. He said that he left it too late. It snowed and then it froze. So his leaves are now buried under snow and ice.
Workout finished.
Yeah.
Interval statistics. 47 minutes 59 seconds. Average pace 8 minutes per kilometer.
8
Average
minutes.
heart rate 125.
This is the 6 kilometer mark. So from here to home is about no, it's a bit less. It's about 180 meters from here. Normally we get 6.1 something. Sometimes 6.2.
6.1 is
Not doing
not crossing the road there.
not doing the mushroom colony.
Yeah,
If we go down the
the other one's put down.
yeah.
Zone 2.
All right, this is our street. Yeah. I can't catch up with her, even though I tried. Even though I tried, I set off like a bat out of hell.
Zone 4.
Oop. Zone 4. I guess I could have run the last bit. But I can take this opportunity to say goodbye to you on Tuesday. Once again, running with Norma on her trails at her speed. Bye bye.